Four fishermen, one routine night. They had no idea a nuclear submarine was hunting directly beneath them. Scotland, November 1990. A simple turn of the wheel, a few seconds of bad luck, and an entire fishing crew vanishes into the freezing North Atlantic. This is the story of the Antares, the submarine. Loch Long, Scotland. The HMS Trenchant, a nuclear-powered attack submarine. 82 meters of cutting-edge military technology. Crew of 120. Today, she's carrying 6 special passengers, trainee submarine commanders attempting the Royal Navy's most brutal qualification course, the Perisher course. 24 weeks of relentless testing, grueling simulations, split-second decisions. Only the best survive it. Many wash out. Some never command again. Leading them is a 41-year-old commanding officer with 18 years of submarine experience. He completed this same hellish course a decade ago, in 1980. Now he's the one breaking new captains. For 4 days, the Trenchant runs exercises between Scotland and the Faroe Islands. Navigation drills, evasive maneuvers, mock attacks. The trainees are pushed to their absolute limits. By day 4, only 4 remain. 2 have already failed. Meanwhile, 11 p.m. in the tiny fishing village of Caradal. The crew of the trawler Antares prepares for another 5-day trip. Supplies loaded, nets checked. They cast off into the darkness. Destination, the deep trench of Butte Sound, a rich fishing ground they know intimately. The Antares is a wooden trawler built in 1965. 57 feet long, 4 men aboard. The skipper is 36, experienced, confident, and owns the boat outright. He bought her 3 years ago and has fished these waters continuously since. Tonight is just another routine run for him and his crew. 2 other trawlers are working the same area, the Heroine from Troon and the Hercules from Ayr. Over the next few days, the 3 vessels pass each other frequently. Radio chatter, visual confirmations, standard fishing operations. The Antares spends most of her time working the trench, occasionally moving to other grounds, but always returning to the productive waters she knows best. November 21st, the final day. Evening. Conditions are perfect. Light winds, 8-mile visibility. Temperature, 11 degrees Celsius. The Antares briefly docks at Largs to offload her catch, then immediately departs again. 5:30 p.m., she arrives at the southern end of Butte Sound. The crew shoots their fishing lines and begins towing northwest. Ahead in the darkness, they spot the Heroine, also heading northwest. The Antares captain picks up the VHF radio. He tells the Heroine's captain he's going below deck to rest while another crew member takes the wheel. The 2 men chat briefly. Over and out? Neither captain knows what's coming. In just 9 hours, one of these boats will cease to exist. The submarine's night. By now, the Trenchant has completed her North Sea exercises and is heading back south. The course is brutal. 2 more candidates have washed out. Only 4 trainees remain. The submarine makes her way to the Clyde training area, now accompanied by a surface ship, HMS Tragedies. Every movement is meticulously logged. 11:30 p.m. The Trenchant's crew receives new orders. Conduct a dummy mine-laying exercise in the narrow Hunter Channel. The Tragedies will act as an opposing force, The submarine must make evasive maneuvers to avoid detection. It's technically demanding. The channel is tight. Margins for error are razor-thin. Upon completion, both vessels exit to practice dummy attack scenarios in open water. 1:31 a.m. The trenchant rises to periscope depth for a mock torpedo run on the tragedies. The duty captain carefully scans the entire area through the periscope. He reports seeing only the naval vessel, no other ships. The area appears clear. The exercise continues for another 30 minutes. 2 a.m. Exercise complete. The trenchant resubmerges to 60 meters and sets a northwesterly course toward the end of Arran. Speed, 6 knots. The course leader and ship's captain retire to the wardroom to discuss the candidate's performance. Command is handed over to a trainee. On the surface, the heroine tows northwest and passes the Antares, which is heading southeast. 10 minutes later, the heroine's watchkeeper glances back. He sees the Antares turning to starboard, coming back to a northwesterly tow. Everything looks normal. He watches for a moment, then turns away. 2 a.m. The crews of the Heroine and Hercules chat via VHF. They notice the Antares is no longer visible, not by eye, not on radar, but they assume she's moved to another fishing ground. No alarm is raised. Both vessels continue working. Below the surface, the trenchant's duty captain makes a course alteration to 315 degrees true north. Instantly, sonar contacts appear. Designated as M1, M3, M5, and M45. M1 is identified as the tragedies, now departing the area. Contact M5 is classified as a fishing vessel. Its signal is growing louder, its course is shifting rapidly. The passive sonar doesn't provide exact range, but at 35 decibels, it's suddenly alarmingly close. The trainee captain orders a sharp turn to port. As the submarine's bow swings through the water, the sonar operator reports urgent news. Contact M5 closing rapidly, well within the 2,000-yard exclusion zone. The trainee captain eases the rudder, hoping to reduce the rate of approach. It's too late. 2:19 a.m. The submarine shudders. A series of loud bangs echo through the control room. Metal scraping metal. The entire vessel vibrates. The sonar controller's voice cuts through the chaos. "Trawl snag! Trawl snag!" Engines immediately stopped. Trawl wires scrape along the trenchant's metal hull, creating a horrifying metallic scream. Through their headsets, sonar operators hear strange disturbances. Among them, the sound of a propeller spinning wildly. The course leader rushes back to the control room. In the chaos, he retakes command. Above on the Antares. For the 4 men aboard, the moments that follow are filled with terror and confusion. Everything is normal. Then, without warning, their trawl wires are suddenly wrenched taut with violent force. The vessel lists sharply. The crew is thrown off balance. The trawler is being dragged backward through the water by something impossibly powerful below. The Antares rolls onto her starboard side. Within seconds, freezing water floods into the open wheelhouse. The vessel begins submerging into the cold, dark sea. The skipper and crew members fight desperately to escape. There's no time to send a mayday. In a last-ditch effort, they try to power up the engines, to break free of whatever has them in its grip. They try prying open the wheelhouse windows as chaos and rushing water consume the boat. It's too late. The Antares disappears below the surface, all 4 crew still trapped inside. A short while later, the trenchant rises to periscope depth. The captain carefully scans the waters. He sees 2 trawlers fishing normally. Everything appears calm. Nothing seems wrong. He radios the Carabidis. The captain confirms no distress signals have been received, no alarms raised. Still concerned, the trenchant's captain orders the submarine to surface for a full inspection. The crew quickly discovers lengths of steel wire and chain tangled around the submarine's conning tower. But with no signs of distress on the surface, the full severity of the incident isn't realized. The captain takes time to think. All indications show no vessels in trouble. The two trawlers are still fishing normally. 3:15 a.m. He radios a report to the operations room at Faslane. They haven't heard any distress calls either. The decision is made. Continue with the exercise. But 6 hours later, the horrible truth begins to emerge. 9 a.m. The alarm is officially raised. Ships in the area are reporting surface debris, fish boxes, oil slicks. A helicopter crew is dispatched. From the air, they quickly spot the telltale signs of disaster. The full realization of what happened begins to take hold. A coordinated search and rescue effort launches immediately. After a full day of searching, the RMAS Trawler identifies a wreck on the seafloor, 150 meters deep, facing northeast, lying on her starboard side. Given the extreme depth, a team of saturation divers is sent down to investigate. They confirm the worst. It's the Antares. Over the following weeks, the wreck is slowly raised to the surface. Once dry, investigators make a surprising discovery. The vessel is largely undamaged. The electrical equipment has succumbed to salt water, but the hull and main structure are intact. This wasn't an explosion. This wasn't structural failure. This was a collision. While the ship investigation continues, a wider search is underway for the fourth and final crew member. Despite having an accurate location of the incident, recovery efforts are unsuccessful for months. The collision is attributed to critical failings in the trenchant's watchkeeping and situational awareness. The command team made a fatal error. They were unaware that the single sonar contact was actually two vessels fishing close together. Royal Navy standing orders at the time required submarines to remain clear of fishing vessels with a minimum separation distance of 2,000 yards. Additionally, the trenchant's captain had set specific standing orders. He was to be called if the submarine came within 4,000 yards of any surface contact. Both protocols were violated. The changes. As a result of this disaster, the Royal Navy implements sweeping changes. Mandatory 3,000-yard separation distance between submarines and fishing vessels. Requirement for submarines to surface when not on operational duty. Mandatory surface vessel presence during all training exercises. Improved sonar protocols for identifying multiple close contacts. For the crew and families of the Antares, these changes come far too late. The memorial. The Antares wreck spends the next 18 years on display at the Scottish Maritime Museum in Irvine, a somber reminder of the tragedy. In 2008, she's finally dismantled. Today, the pier at Carradale is still busy with boats. Crews prepare their nets. Trawlers hang from their ropes. Life continues. But if you look east, toward the island of Arran, you'll find a plaque clinging to the seawall, a final tribute to the Antares and her 4 crew. Skipper, age 36, 3 crew members who trusted him, 4 men who left port on a routine fishing trip and never came home. The question that haunts this story: how does a nuclear submarine equipped with state-of-the-art sonar and a crew of 120 not see a fishing boat directly above them? The answer is tragically simple: human error. A trainee in command, fatigue, overconfidence. A single sonar contact misidentified, and in the span of seconds, 4 lives were lost. This is the story of the Antares, a reminder that even in the age of advanced technology, the sea remains unforgiving, and sometimes the most dangerous threat comes from below.